is the legislative arm of county government. The County of Essex, we had our county executive here before, Joe D., is a $720 million entity. We have our chief of staff to the county executive, Phil, and he'll tell you that a lot of what happens at the county level of government impacts our day-to-day lives each and every day, whether it's in the areas of transportation, whether it's in the areas of education, whether it's in the areas of our property tax, our property tax bill, whether it's in the area of our sheriff's officers, our jail. So there's a lot of significant work that is going on at the county level. But what really inspired and motivates me each and every day to serve is that, for those of you who don't know, I've spent my career working on the federal level. I worked 6 years for our late senior senator, Senator Frank Lautenberg. I now have the opportunity to work for our incumbent senator, Senator Cory Booker, who will be running with this year and making sure we do everything to make sure he's reelected. But what I experienced in my career at the federal level, and I have realized, is that Washington, if you haven't noticed, is a little bit of a dysfunctional place right now. And very much what we need are people who are committed to not only solve issues on the national level, if they can, great people like Cory Booker who are working to get that done, but we also realize and know that we're also going to have that same kind of commitment on the local level in order to get things done. And I think, in particular, one issue right now, the issue of gun control, where you look after what happened in Sandy, and you thought that there was going to be the impetus to get something done on the federal level. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And many, many people were disappointed that it didn't happen. And what you have seen now collectively is that the people who care about that issue are no longer trying to affect change necessarily on the federal level. They're trying to affect change on the local level. You've seen it here with the Township of Montclair, Deputy Mayor Russo, where you just passed, I believe, a resolution which is going to make sure that we're doing our best to regulate the people that manufacture guns. Some common sense solutions to a federal problem. So if we don't have people like Deputy Mayor Russo or people who believe passionately about instituting some change in these positions of local government, we're not going to be able to advance some of the things that we care deeply about. That's one. The second thing is, I believe deeply, and I say this all the time when I get an opportunity to speak, but we need to send a message to our young people that public service and serving in government is a noble thing to do. There's no question that people have abused the public trust sometimes. There's been a couple of traffic jams, things like that, that might have contributed to that. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I am the Democratic chair. I couldn't resist. But one of the first phone calls that I received when I announced that I was going to pursue the freeholder seat was from a reporter who said to me, "Hey, Brendan, you spent your entire career in government. So, you don't know anything. What do you know?" And it really caught me off guard. This idea that those folks who have committed themselves to service, those folks, whether you were a firefighter, a teacher, Councilman Spiller, or an elected official, those folks who had dedicated themselves to trying to do something for the greater good did not have something to contribute. And I rejected that. I rejected the premise of that question, and I also reject the premise that it sends to young people that it says, hey, government's not a good thing. Government is not something you want to be a part of. So each and every day, what I strive, whether it's in my position with the senator or as a freeholder, Chairman Jones, I'm out there to say we can do good things in government. We can make a positive change in government each and every single day. In order to do that, I need your help. So I thank you for being here to help me do that. We're going to have a spirited campaign with my colleagues, Freeholder Johnson, Freeholder Bobadilla. Is Freeholder Luciano still here?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. He's by the bar. Probably where I've been. But we're going to have a spirited campaign to bring you the best possible county government and best possible county government services that we can. each and every single day. I could bore you with a long list of things that I'm very proud of about what I've accomplished in the first year on the board, but I think, as Leroy said, I think, and I know that everyone's here because you're a friend, first and foremost. So know that I deeply appreciate that friendship, that I hope that I can continue to count on your support, and that with your help and guidance, we're going to be successful not only in November, but in the long-term future. So thank you so much. If there are any, I'd be happy to take any questions.